My motivation is providing a quality education for all of the children across the city of Birmingham. Um, I was kind of spurred because the representative came into my neighborhood meeting and said, when I came in, we had 20 failing schools, and now we only have 13. And everybody started clapping, and I was just kind of bothered and decided I should do something. There are three main things that I think immediately I'd like to start working on, and one is to create a path for success for our children, making sure that they have all the tools that they need in order to begin to obtain the quality education that they deserve. I want to start to repair and rebuild relationships between stakeholders, families, and leadership. I think there's a lot of trust that's been broken there. Just create a sense of transparency, and then also challenge and support our teachers, making sure that we retain but also attract the best teachers so they can teach the best in our schools. So I think we need to go back and sort of assess what the real needs are, making sure whether it's training, whether it's certifications, whether it's pens and pencils, whether it's technology in the classroom, just making sure that we are allocating enough funding so that they can receive those resources that they are due, so that they can give the children a quality education. I have lived here for about 8 years now. I've lived in Norwood, which is my community, for about four. Um, I would say that the quality of life is ever changing for the better. I think, of course, there's always things that we can work on. Education right now is probably the crux of that. We've seen a lot of growth, but people don't understand that that will stagnate if we don't fix our school system. And so I think education is one of the prime things that we can really work on as a city. So, in order to do that, we need to make sure we have a clear vision and make sure that we're supporting the leadership, which means making sure that we're supporting the superintendent and setting a clear path for our schools. There's been a lot of disruption. We get a new superintendent about every 2 years, and that doesn't allow for us to orient our focus onto our children. So just making sure that we're focusing on the kids, bringing them back to the forefront, depoliticizing education because it is not political, and making sure that, again, the students and teachers and families have everything they need. I think my greatest virtue is my want to do right, regardless, even at the expense of myself sometimes. Sometimes you have to be a little sacrificial in order to do the right thing. And I think that's why I'm doing this. It is time consuming, it is arduous, but it is something that I think is worthwhile. I was attending New Pilgrim, but I was raised Jehovah's Witness, and so I'm still kind of trying to find my place as an adult. I kind of broke with the Kingdom Hall probably in college, and am trying to find the right place. I think our children aren't getting enough attention, just point blank. I think what distinguishes me is my unique perspective. I am not from Birmingham. I'm originally from New York, but I was a military brat, and so I got to travel. I got to experience new, exciting things, and I want to bring that perspective to our children. I think also what distinguishes me is, I'm here because I have capacity. I'm going to finish a doctorate in education next year in May, so this is not something plan to abandon. This is something I'm going to pursue lifelong, regardless if I obtain an office or not. And so I think for me, people can see that I'm genuinely concerned and genuinely want to do this.